they didn't know he had a son, and that son was watching from the shadows.
I am Quinn. I grew up believing vampires were a myth. That's what the world needed to believe. Because if anyone knew what I was, they'd hunt me the same way.
Tonight, Quinn was about to find out something he was never meant to see. An old record, a sealed list, a symbol burned into steel. The names of the people who raised the blades. Not one executioner, an entire circle. And the worst part? Some of them are still alive. Some of them are still powerful. But revenge has a cost. And if he moves too early, he won't just expose himself. He'll start a war. That's why Quinn didn't raise his claws to his bullies. A tall kid named Rex fired an energy bolt into Quinn's chest, knocking him into the swimming pool. Everyone laughed.
How's a loser without any powers gonna save anyone?
He high-fived his buddy Loop as Quinn pulled himself out of the water.
I guess I'll have to rely on my intellect.
Aaron laughed. Rex shot her a dirty look.
Shut it, Ice Queen!
He threw a fireball at her. She caught it with an icy hand, turned the blast into a snowball, then tossed it into the water.
You don't need powers to be a hero. If I had to trust one person at this school with my life, it would be Quinn.
Quinn knew it wasn't true. But Aaron was the one person at school who didn't treat him like a reject even though she thought he had no powers. And she was beautiful too. Too bad she'd friend-zoned him, hard. But she was wrong about one thing. Quinn did have powers. As a vampire, he was the most powerful kid in this school. But he had to hide it. Vampires were hated. Everyone thought the originals had killed them all years ago. So he let losers like Rex, whose head he could rip off if he wanted to, kick his ass. It was torture, especially when he did it in front of Aaron. He wished he could show her how strong he really was. Defend her for once, rather than the other way around. Then maybe she'd look at him the way he felt about her. Mr. Mansfield blew his whistle.
Everyone pair up. One of you will go into the pool and be a drowning victim. The other will use their powers to rescue them.
Rex raised his hand.
What if one of us is a powerless loser? Should they let their victim die?
Mr. Mansfield rolled his eyes.
Quinn will apply standard CPR techniques.
Everyone dove into the exercise and got started. Loop swam out into the middle of the pool and waved his arms. Rex fired a fireball that buzzed his head.
Get out of the pool! You're drowning!
Loop swam to the edge while Mr. Mansfield shook his head.
I hope you never have to rescue me, Rex.
Now it was Quinn's turn. He swam out to the middle of the pool. Aaron pointed her finger and froze the surface of the water, creating an ice path directly to him. She calmly walked across it. Once she reached him, she reached down and pulled him onto the path. He flopped onto it like fish on a hook. Aaron tossed her hair.
That's how you save somebody.
Then she dove into the pool. Now it was Quinn's turn to save her. As soon as she started to pretend to drown, Quinn's vampire system kicked it.
An ally is in distress. Would you like to initiate rescue mode?
He ignored it and swam out to Aaron. He put one arm under hers, then backstroked to the pool's edge. But when he pulled her out of the water, her lips were blue and she wasn't moving.
Aaron, wake up. Are you okay?
She didn't respond. That's when he gave her mouth-to-mouth. The next thing he knew, all the girls were giving him dirty looks. Aaron's cheeks were bright red in embarrassment, and everyone was laughing. A girl named Sarah gave him a disapproving look.
Quinn, that was super inappropriate.
Rex came over, a concerned look on his face.
You're telling me? Aaron, let me dry you off.
With a blast of heated air, they were suddenly both dry. Rex put his hand on Aaron's arm.
I'm always here if you want to talk. See you in weapon selection.
Then he laughed and walked off. Everyone else was filing out of class. Quinn could barely meet Aaron's eyes. All he wanted to do was apologize.
Aaron, I'm sorry.
She cut him off, her cheeks still flaming.
It's okay. Let's just not talk about it again. We're gonna be late for weapons.
Quinn was relieved that she seemed to have moved on.
What's the big deal? It's just weapon training.
Aaron shook her head.
It's not weapon training. It's weapon selection. And it's the most important day of your life. Come on.
She started walking, her footsteps echoing off the tiles. Quinn didn't follow her. He was still mortified by what he'd done. She turned back to him.
Come on.
Everyone had talked about weapon selection, but he didn't realize what it was until he entered the ceremony in the armory. Rows of weapons lined the walls, some ancient claymores, some ultra-modern laser rifles. Quinn blinked in awe. All thoughts of his recent rejection were temporarily forgotten.
Whoa, this place is incredible.
Aaron grinned massively.
I know. And now we get chosen.
She started walking down the rows of weapons, admiring each as she went by. Quinn ran after her, confused.
You mean we choose a weapon?
Aaron shook her head.
No, we get...
Before she could finish, a voice erupted from the center of the armory.
Students, this is no ordinary day.
The speaker was a stout man with long, wild hair, a hook for a hand, and eccentric colored clothing.
I once stood in your very shoes, and for me, this was the first day of the rest of my life.
The students murmured to one another.
That's Master Leo.
No way, Master Leo.
Quinn studied the man, curious why everyone was so interested in him.
He's a legend.
Master Leo clapped his hands.
Now, you may pick up a sword and think it's right for you, but if you don't know it's right for you, then it's wrong.
He smiled.
Now, pick your weapon.
Quinn looked at Aaron.
We do get to pick.
Aaron grinned at him.
You'll see.
What does that mean?
She had already wandered off, leaving Quinn alone. Students were swinging blades, putting ammo into rifles, laughing at the power humming in their hands. Quinn surveyed the rows of weaponry, eyes finally landing on a sleek, curved blade.
Let's see if you're the one.
He grabbed the sword, lifting the blade until, crack! The blade shattered in his grip. Other students looked over at him, gasping. Quinn took a step back, embarrassed.
Okay, definitely not for me.
Master Leo cackled.
Ha, if it breaks, it was never yours to begin with.
Quinn zeroed in on his next target, a spiked flail. He lifted it, and it felt shockingly light in his hands. Maybe this was his weapon. It should have weighed 1,000 pounds, but in his grip it felt effortless. Only, he realized that the flail was floating toward the ceiling. It was weightless in his hands. Useless. Quinn replaced it on the rack.
Not that one either.
And then, he saw them. A pair of black gauntlets, wicked and jagged, like dragon claws. Something deep inside of him stirred. The moment his fingers touched them, the world shifted. A chill ran down his spine. His system flickered to life.
Bloodbound gauntlets. Strength +5. Defense +2. Awakened beast weapon. Compatibility 100%.
Quinn didn't feel like he was handling some foreign weapon. He felt like he had found another piece of him. A piece that had been waiting for him. This wasn't just a weapon. This was his. As Quinn stared at the gauntlets with awe, Master Leo appeared over his shoulder.
You've got an interesting eye, kid. You think those are for you?
Quinn turned to see Leo's eyes flicking between Quinn and the gauntlets.
Not many people choose gauntlets as their first weapon.
He seemed wary for some reason. Quinn frowned.
Why not?
Master Leo ran a hand through his hair.
Fighting up close requires no fear, no hesitation. But they're tough, relentless, really. You have to match them, or they'll tear you apart.
Master Leo's eyes narrowed.
But more than that, these gauntlets in particular are special.
Quinn stiffened.
What?
Master Leo leaned in, inspecting the gauntlets at close range.
The former owner wasn't exactly human.
Quinn stared at the gauntlets for a time.
If he wasn't human, what was...
But Master Leo was already gone. Quinn hesitated, then reached out. The moment he touched the gauntlets, something clicked. A pulse ran through him. The gauntlets adjusted, molding to his body. His screen flickered.
Bloodbound gauntlets equipped. Perfect match detected. +12 strength. +12 agility. +10 stamina. +10 defense.
Quinn flexed his fingers. The metal moved with him, light as air, but strong as stone. It was a perfect fit, like they had always been meant for him. Across the room, Quinn didn't notice that Master Leo was watching him intently. Then the battle commander shouted out,
Enough dawdling. Let's put your weapons to the test.
The students turned towards Master Leo as he strode toward the far end of the armory, where a massive iron door rumbled open.
Whoa.
Quinn stepped towards the opening doorway, following the crowd outside of the armory. The ceiling was impossibly high, and glowing runes lined the walls. Master Leo turned to the students.
In this test, you'll wield your chosen weapons, but there's one rule. Here. No abilities. If you deserve your weapon, you earn it with raw talent alone.
A wave of murmurs swept over the students. Quinn's jaw hung open. No abilities meant no one could overpower him with fireballs or telekinetic blasts. But it also meant he had no excuse to not fight back. He searched through the crowd, looking for Erin. Where was she? Had she found a weapon yet? Master Leo grinned.
The way this works is exactly like you'd expect. Duels. Now, are there any volunteers?
Nobody moved until a giant student stepped forward.
A duel sounds fun!
He didn't look like he belonged in the crowd. He was massive, wielding a battle axe. He seemed like he could crush every other student in his hands. A murmur once again swept through the crowd. Absolutely nobody wanted to face him. The giant grinned.
What? No takers? Cowards, all of you!
Then, Erin stepped forward, sighing. She carried a long sword that looked carved from ice. It was perfect for her. Master Leo grinned.
This is interesting.
Erin looked bored.
I was hoping for a tougher opponent.
The huge man didn't hesitate. He charged in. When he swung it down, Erin spun her body to the side, avoiding the blow, and at the same time slashed at the back of the man's legs, causing him to stumble. She then placed her blade towards the man's neck, inches away from his throat. The huge man panicked.
I yield! I yield!
It all happened so fast, some students didn't even notice it. A girl next to Quinn shook her head.
I knew Erin was strong, but I didn't realize she was that strong.
Master Leo grinned.
That was excellent. We clearly have some talented students here. But for our next fight, let's see someone a little less experienced have a crack.
The students all shifted uncomfortably. No one wanted to be thrown into the arena after watching Erin dismantle her opponent in seconds. Leo gazed through the crowd, calculating, searching. And then, his eyes landed on Quinn. Quinn froze.
You.
The crowd turned. Quinn pointed at himself.
Me?
Master Leo grinned.
Yeah, you. The one staring at the floor who looks like he'd rather be anywhere else.
A wave of chuckles rippled through the students. Quinn froze.
Maybe someone higher level should go?
Master Leo walked toward him and clapped him on the back.
Nonsense. You just got a brand new set of gauntlets, didn't you? Gauntlets that are very special.
Quinn swallowed. He could feel the weight of the gauntlets on his hands. Leo smirked.
And what better way to test them than in front of all your friends?
The crowd laughed again, some with a mocking amusement.
Quinn opened his mouth, desperate to get out of this.
But then he heard a familiar voice.
Perfect! I'll volunteer to face him!
It was Loop, Rex's sidekick. He wasn't quite as strong as Rex, but was still a tough opponent. Rex punched Loop on the arm.
I was going to take him!
Loop smiled enormously wide.
What can I say? Little Miss Quinny and I have a date!
The tension in the air thickened. Everyone had gone silent. Listen to the hit audio series My Vampire System, only on Pocket FM. Tap the link now to keep listening for free.